Today we're going to talk about blood flow and health and wellness. The first thing we're going to talk about is the more traditional task chair and what we call the 90-90 seating position, or what is called the 90-90 seating position. So if you sit upright with good tension in your core, you have what's called 90 degrees here between the floor and your thigh, and then 90 degrees here between the torso and the thigh. What this does is it cramps the blood flow here and here, just simply by compression. Same thing as squeezing down on a garden hose. So it's more difficult for the blood to get from my heart here to my toes and back up again. One of the things that are recommended to alleviate that is increasing the angle here to at least 135 degrees. So again, 90-90, go back 45, and now you're at 135. That relieves the pressure here in the pelvic area and allows those arteries to move blood back and forth easier. Of course, you can do this too. And then this is kind of what we jokingly call the hammock, which a lot of people use towards the end of the workday. They're tired, their body's tired, they're tired of sitting up straight. So they slouch and they're supported here, and their back is slung like a hammock between two trees. So that's why we call it the hammock. You'll also notice that if you have a regular desk and you set up your ergonomic desk here, your monitor's at the right height, everything's perfect. Now, when I go into this slumped position, I've effectively raised the desk, raised the monitor. I now have tension here in my muscles because I'm trying to hold this up. I'm reaching for that mouse because it hasn't moved with me. So that's the blood flow problems with the 90-90 position. Moving over to an alt workstation. Now, the best way to encourage blood flow throughout the body is movement, especially with the major muscle groups in the legs. So when you're in the standing position, a little bit of movement back and forth, some of those pads that are on the floor that allow you to stretch, little shaking back and forth, all good for blood flow. But we also, many of us, want to sit sometimes and work. So let's go through the sitting position with an alt workstation. So first of all, you can see here I have my legs slung over. A lot of people have asked us, well, why isn't that horizontal arm straight? Shouldn't it be straight? No, it's specifically designed so that you can allow your foot to be in this area. You do this. Of course, you can put your feet up, put them next to each other, end up like this. A little bit of fidgeting, a little bit of so-called wiggle. Great idea, right? When I'm sitting here, one of the things that's important to note about the way the alt workstation works is it opens up the body as you recline. This tilts up, so when I was in that hammock position with the other chair, you'll note that I was about to slide out of it. It's not comfortable because of that. I'm gonna move that. So as I recline, you'll see that I open up the chest, the torso, to the thigh distance. I don't have this compression here, right? And that encourages blood flow just because it's easier to have the blood flow. Heart's here, it's got to go all the way to the tip of my toes to the top of my head. So let's have a little more interesting. If you really want to encourage blood flow as much as you possibly can, you want to get your feet above your heart. So, in this case, I can go all the way back and I can bring the feet up as high as they will go, and you can see that my toes are now above my heart. My heart will be back down in this area, right? Now, some people have accurately asked, well, what about my fingertips? And this is something that we found when we were doing initial research into the alt workstation. Some people have bought various type of equipment, right? Some of those little simple laptop desks, and try to work in bed. And they have noticed that their fingertips go to sleep. It's something that we noticed early on, right? It's difficult for the heart to get the blood flow to the tips of the fingers, pretty common problem over a long period of time. So one of the things that we made sure we did in the Alt Workstation was the ability to move the desk quite low. So if I'm in here and I can touch type, I can be in this position. My fingertips are just barely above my heart, lower than my forehead actually. So this further makes it easier for the blood to flow throughout the body, for the circulation throughout the body. Now again, we think movement throughout the day is really important. So we reduce the barriers to movement. You notice that I can just come right up here. I can move a little bit more. I can go into another position here, rearrange the desk, and go back to what I like to do as a typing position here. Movement throughout the day, reduction in the stresses, the body positions, all those kinds of things that people are used to with ergonomics. But in this case, we're talking about the increase in the ability for the body to circulate blood from head to toe. With that, thank you very much. I hope you found this interesting.
A healthy lifestyle. Healthy. Healthy means good for your health. Fruits, vegetables, whole grains, fish, and lean meat are examples of healthy foods. Most fast food is unhealthy. It is not good for you. Wellness. Wellness is the state or condition of being healthy. It is important for people to take care of both their minds and their body. Fat. Fat is an oily liquid or solid found in food. Some foods contain good fat and others contain bad fat. Nuts and olives contain good fat. Fried foods contain bad fat. Calories. Calories is a number that measures the amount of energy that food makes in our bodies. Your age and activity level determine the amount of calories you should eat each day. Sugar. Sugar is a substance that makes food sweet. Fruits taste sweet because they have natural sugars. It is important not to use too much sugar because it has a lot of calories. Weight. Weight is the measure of how heavy or light something is. If you weigh too much, your doctor may recommend a diet to lose weight. Exercising helps maintain a healthy weight. Exercise. Exercise is physical activity that makes your body stronger. People exercise to stay healthy. They also exercise to lose weight because exercise helps burn calories. Active. Active means to move a lot and use energy. Active people are always moving. Being active helps us to stay healthy. Active people walk, jog, hike, and ride bikes. Diet. Diet is the food that a person usually eats. If you eat a lot of fruit and vegetables, you have a healthy diet. If you eat a lot of fast food, you do not have a healthy diet. Nutritious. Nutritious means that something is good for your health. Examples of nutritious foods are whole grain foods like wheat bread, brown rice, and vegetables. Blood pressure. Blood pressure is the measurement of the pressure of blood moving through your body. Normal blood pressure is no higher than 120/80. Lifestyle. Lifestyle is the way a person lives. Your lifestyle includes your diet, exercise, work, and hobbies. People who eat healthy foods and are active have a healthy lifestyle. The end.
Yeah, we're talking about health and wellness today on The Journey.
Why is this so hard?
So Neely, you want to talk about what just happened over there?
I'm okay.
Yeah. So let's talk about some actual things you can implement throughout your day to make the workplace more healthy, right?
Let's do it.
So creating a healthy workplace isn't just good for you and your employees.
Right.
It also could be good for your bottom line, right? Which is always great.
Yeah.
It helps increase productivity. So by doing little things such as making small changes like standing instead of sitting down, right?
Yeah. I know at GoDaddy we have those little treadmill desks, so we can work and walk at the same time and just really get that juices flowing.
Yeah. FitFam.
Yeah, FitFam, that GD Fit life. But little things like that to really promote not sitting all day, because we all know sitting is just bad for our backs. Apparently stretching is bad for my back, but
Other than that, stretching is typically good for you.
Right. Do something active or just get your people moving just one little step at a time.
Yeah. Another small change you can make is to turn those, email and online conversations into a one-on-one personal interaction.
Yeah, and as Abe Lincoln once told me, if you're on Slack, you're slacking.
Ooh, don't want to be slacking. And speaking of slacking, get up, move around. Try taking the stairs instead of the elevator.
Yeah, that's why I kind of like wearing my Fitbit everywhere, because it tracks how many stairs I hit or how many steps I hit to make sure that I'm constantly moving. And I probably don't take the stairs as much as I should.
For me, whenever I need a break, I'll just get out and take a walk around outside the building. It's a great way to clear your head, get some of that nature, right? So the next way you can help you and your employees is to just create a nutritious environment there at work.
What does that look like?
For me, it's having a water bottle always by your desk, right? Those recyclable water bottles, just having water there, having healthy snacks, right? If there's unhealthy food there, I'm gonna eat it.
Yeah, and
Let's
then we
be
end up
real.
like not feeling good the rest of the day, going to what I call a food coma. You really just don't want to do anything.
It happens.
Doesn't do that if I'm eating some healthy
Right.
snacks, some apples, bananas, maybe a smoothie.
Yeah. And if you're able to, bring in a nutritionist. I mean, we're not all experts, but they are, so they can at least teach your employees, teach you, what exactly to do. Your health and wellness journey, it doesn't have to stop whenever you clock out of the office.
Right.
You could plan a fun 5K for your employees, a kickball game. Those are great ways to stay active and also team building, right?
Yeah, and as Abe Lincoln once told me, kickball is the way to your soul.
You have a lot of Abe Lincoln quotes. But even if you implement all these things and you have healthy snacks there, it's going to come down to whether or not the employees have that, incentive and want to be active and healthy.
Yeah, and it really comes down to asking them which healthy snacks they like or what they prefer.
Right.
The
Make
more
them
that
a
they're
part of it.
involved, the better they are going to be to really sticking with that plan.
So what are some ways that you like to stay active and healthy in the workplace? Let us know in the comments below.
While you're there, go ahead, as always, smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell so you get these episodes first. This is The Journey. We'll see you next time.